Hello Internet, and welcome to another episode of Envy Talks. In this video is for anyone that's overweight, people that want to educate themselves, or for people that are training hard but there is little to no signs of improvement. Okay, it's time to test your knowledge. You have 10 seconds to answer the items in the right order of low kilocalories to high kilocalories. If you're really good at this, guess how much kilocalories each contains. A. Coca-Cola 500 milliliters. Cappuccino tall, Starbucks 350 milliliters. 1 liter of tap water. 1 Red Bull. E. 0.0 Heineken 500 milliliters. F. 5% alcohol 500 milliliters. And the right answer was C, B, E, A, F, D. In physics, a kilocalorie is a measure of the amount of heat energy required to raise the temperature of 1 kilogram of water by 1 degree Celsius. It is also commonly known as a calorie. Kilocalories and calories are both measures of energy, but they represent different things. If we measure our body warmth, it depends where you measure. If you measure oral, you get 35.8 to 37.3 degrees, which is healthy. If you do it rectally, it would be 36.8 to 38.2. When we are active, our muscles produce heat as a byproduct of their work. This heat spreads through our bodies and warms us up. The warmth from our food also helps us to keep us warm. Our internal temperature is regulated by a part of our brain called the hypothalamus. If we get too hot, the hypothalamus will send a signal to the body to sweat, which will cool us down. You could look at calories like it's the fuel in our biological machines. Just like a car, there's a limit how much you can store inside, and the more fuel you have, the more you can travel. There is no one-size-fits-all answer to the question how much you should eat, because the number of calories a person needs depends on a variety of factors, including age, activity level, genetics, and body composition. However, a general rule of thumb is that the average man needs around 2,000 to 2,500 kilocalories per day, and the average woman, it lays around 2,000 kilocalories per day. This number can vary depending on the person's weight, height, and activity level. Of course, there are exceptions, like pro athletes. For example, athletes that are cycling the Tour de France can need up to 8,000 kilocalories. Metabolism is the process that the body uses to convert what we eat and drink into energy. The body uses the energy to power everything we do, from breathing to moving. There are many different parts of metabolism, including digestion, absorption, and use of energy. With the formula of Harris and Benedict, you can measure the amount of calories that you should eat, minimum and maximum. For men, it's 66.4730 plus 13.7516 times your weight in kilograms plus 5.003 times length in centimeters minus 6.7550 times age in years. For women, this is a bit different. Just look at the formula on the screen. For me, it's 65 kilos and 169 centimeters and 29 years of age, which makes it 1609.99 kilocalories. That's my basal metabolic rate, the minimum required I should eat on one day. As you can see, the differences are small because it's impossible to take the exact amount of kilocalories one day. With the amount of kilocalories food, I would lose weight because the equation doesn't contain my activity. 1605.57 is my resting energy expenditure. To calculate my total energy expenditure, I have to add this to the following equation. The total metabolic rate is your basal metabolic rate times your activity factor. For a moderate activity, you'll take 1.55 and do it times the basal metabolic rate, and you will get the amount of kilocalories that you should eat. For me, it's 2,489 kilocalories if I would do some physical exercise. Carbohydrates are organic molecules that contain carbon, hydrogen, and oxygen. The simplest form of carbohydrate is sugar, which is a molecule composed of one sugar unit. There are many different types of carbohydrates, including starches, which are long strains of sugar units, and fiber, which is a type of carbohydrate that the body cannot digest. Carbohydrates are an important source of our energy for the body and are found in many foods including fruits, vegetables, grains, and milk products. Fat is a type of molecule that is stored in the body's cells and is used to generate energy. Fat is essential for the body to function, but too much fat can lead to health problems. Fat can be found in both animal and plant foods, and the type of fat that a person consumes can affect their health. There are two types of fat, saturated and unsaturated. Unsaturated fat is considered healthier for you because it doesn't raise your cholesterol levels like saturated fat does. Saturated fat is found in animal byproducts and is usually solid at room temperature. Cholesterol is a type of lipid or fat that is found in the blood. It is produced by the liver and also presented in food. Cholesterol levels can be measured with a simple blood test. HDL cholesterol is considered to be good cholesterol because it helps remove excess cholesterol from the arteries and transport it to the liver where it's eliminated from the body. There is a great deal of scientific evidence that suggests links between cholesterol levels and heart disease. RER stands for respiratory exchange ratio, and it measures how much oxygen your body is using relative to the amount of carbon dioxide it is producing. The higher your RER, the more efficiently your body is burning fuel. Generally, a healthy RER falls between 0.7 and 1.0, but it can vary depending on activity level. When you're inactive, your RER will be lower because your body is using less oxygen. There's no perfect exercise for losing fat. However, exercises that are high intensity and involve large muscle groups like squats, lunges, and push-ups are generally more effective than low intensity exercises. Additionally, incorporating cardio into your routine is important for burning calories and promoting weight loss. Try to do at least 30 minutes of cardio per day, 3 or 4 times per week. There are many types of exercise that can be used to help build muscle. Lifting weights, using resistance bands, and doing squats are all good exercises to help increase muscle mass. It's important to focus on compound exercises that work multiple muscle groups at once. The way you perform exercises are essential because you're basically damaging your muscle tissue so it grows back stronger. Training wrong can lead to serious injuries because you damage the wrong muscles. Combining these tips will help you see results more quickly. Additionally, it's important to give your muscles the time to recover after working them out. So make sure you're eating a healthy diet and getting enough sleep. There are many things that can be done to promote good recovery of muscle tissue. First, it is important to maintain good nutrition and hydration. This means a healthy diet and drinking plenty of fluids. It is also important to get enough rest. This means getting adequate sleep and taking periodic breaks during long periods of physical activity. Additionally, it is helpful to use compression and ice therapy after an injury. Compression helps reduce the swelling, while ice therapy helps reduce inflammation. Thank you for watching, and don't forget to like and subscribe if you really like this video. Be humble, stay conscious, and see you in the next one.